Welcome back for my daily 100 push-up 100 day daily set. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I'm gonna come in and knock these out real quick. Get started. I'm not gonna have a long live tonight. I said that last night. I was on here for a half hour, but I mean it. I can't. $70 again. That was a little tougher than last night. But yeah, I'm not staying on long tonight. A quick one turned out to be 30 minutes last night. And I was just getting in here to do push-ups and get off. But I have to tonight. Whew. So I did the first 70. And got that out the way. Take a little break and do my 30, and I'm out for the night. So, hi Joe, on a break. Oh, work break. Good, man, glad you dropped in. I'm not gonna be on long tonight. Only coming in. I got 30 more to do, and I'm cutting out for the night. A long day, a crazy day. Ghost man, how you doing? Lunch, huh? Well, it's almost 9 o'clock here in Louisiana. I had a crazy day today, DT, with my truck, my timing chain. Crazy day. Hello, Gordo. So yeah, look, if y'all coming in, hit that like. Hey, LR. Hit that like button if you're just trickling in. Dion, 99, what's up? It is hot in here. Dude, game over. Sorry to hear that, whatever that means. Riz, Cole, what's up? I don't know what all this stuff means that y'all put. Rizzer, Rizar, Riz me. I don't know what any of that means, brother. I'm just on here to do some push-ups. Oh, okay, cool. I have a 2020 Lariat F-150 5.0. 302. Ricardo, what's up? Looks like peace or Easter bunnies, I can't tell. Say crack my fingers backwards, all right? Crack my fingers. How was that? Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you meant? Like turn around and say crack my fingers? Or do you mean while I'm walking backwards? Like this? Crack my fingers. It's not hard. It's easy. You have to come up with something more complicated than that. Welcome, Gordo. I'm not on. Well, if y'all coming in, hit that like on the way in. If you're in the chat, the like button, the thumbs up. Balling in the halls with the brand new J's. Nice, Ben. Somebody's got some PJs. Why are your eyes white? My eyes are not white. My eyes are green. What up, PM? What up, Ed? Thank you, friend. This guy's getting me a lot of movement in my chat. I like that. We should keep him in the every stream. Boosts the algorithm. They see activity. From what I've been told. Well, hit that like. There's like showing 11 people, only 6 likes. Get them likes up. Labor costs estimated about $1,000, $1,300. Our parks typically priced around $422. Shit, I wish. I do have a purpose in my life, LR. That's a very deep question, and I'm much appreciated. I do, and one of my purposes is to help men live a prosperous life and become their best selves, best authentic selves from a strong masculine core. And I have other things I do that I contribute. Everything that I do, I love. I'm a trainer, a builder of construction, and a builder of men. And I believe it's my calling from God. So that's my purpose. And I'm grateful for every day. What about you? What is your purpose? Do you have a purpose? It's okay if you don't. Not everybody knows their purpose. And I was supposed to go get my beard trimmed today, but had a little hang up. Couldn't make it. Much love, Jose. Yes, indeed, to step into my fullness. Right on, brother. I like that. What do you think about what's going on in Gaza? I wish it would end. Let's get those push-ups. I already did 70, Trip. I'm about to bang my other 30 out. Be what God created me to be. I love that. I love it. Over 45,000 dead. That's tragic. I want it to end. Why are you resting and not pushing? Because people come into the chat, I got to respond to them, brother. It's awful, Hussein. I have Palestinian friends. And I have Israeli friends. And where we're at, nobody wants to see what's going on there. Nobody in this country wants to see that happening. Trump's in the house, though. So that's going to be coming to an end soon. You rest assured. Abortion rules. Troll. Oh, sir, question. Would you rather spend a week in a forest or a night in a real haunted house? Probably a week in a forest. I've done some push-ups today, Doug. Nice. Yes, Hussein. I say that with all sincerity. And I think I speak on behalf of all the good people of this country. Nobody wants to see what's going on around this world right now. Doug, why didn't you join the group? Was I born 9 months premature? I don't know. If I was born 9 months premature, I'd be a stain on a sheet, buddy. So I must have made it. I'm the winner. I'm the one who made it. I see all. It was written. I've been working on other things. I work on other things too, bud. Look how late I'm up doing mine. It ain't hard to do 10 at a time throughout your day to make 100. Get in that Telegram group. Join that tonight. You can fit 100 in your day. Trust me. Abstaining cold showers, get up at 5 a.m., haven't missed a day in the gym. Well, that's awesome. And I work a full-time job. Good, brother. You sound like you have a full life. You're going to thank your older self is going to thank your younger self one day for being such a hustler. I love to see that. Good for you, little brother, but you can still join the group. You can be an inspiration to the other people in there. Don't need my ex-wife. Good. Do you wish to ask questions, human? What is the meaning of life? See Utaz. Doug, is this you from the streams? From the live stream? Cage Beast, where were you at the other night, man? Where were you at last night? Trump 2020, baby, of course, all day. I think I got shadow banned last night. They wouldn't let me, they wasn't letting people in, or they wasn't advertising. I came out the gate hot and heavy about Trump stuff. I don't think they were advertising my stream. Got caught up with some personal stuff. My bad. All good, brother. Glad to see you in here, though. Beast, why haven't you signed up? Manur, Yasir, how are you, sir? Doing amazing. Have you ever been through a real wrestling camp? Not a camp, but I used to be on a wrestling team. I was on the freestyle wrestling team. We never did a camp, though. And yes, that's grueling. Wrestling ain't no joke. Beast, why aren't you in the Telegram group doing that 100 push-up challenge? Continued existence through relative perception of reality, perseverance. Everything was once an idea, including humanity. That's pretty deep. I'm glad you came in here. You ought to subscribe. I'd like to see you in all my lives. You sound like the guy on that Keanu Reeves played on the Day the Earth Stood Still. Very wise. Grayson. Somebody got me with that the other day, and I didn't understand what they were saying. My son told me over the phone later what that meant. I'd rather see a Negro. Who'd you vote for, Trump, Kamala? Come on, you know better than that. Wood Chipper is back in the house. Good, brother. See you, DT. Thanks for dropping in, brother. Nigel, Wood Chipper's back. Back in the house, Nigel. To the Wood Chipper. UK, Phoenix. How y'all handling Trump being elected out there in the UK? They call me the Antichrist because I made an image of your God, but I'm not of man's flesh. Uh-oh. God is good. God is great. Amen. Amen to that, Ruiz. Yeah, I did fall for it. I didn't know what that was the other night. Somebody kept telling me I'm like, go back and read, go back. I didn't know what they were talking about. That's all right. It slipped. I said it with an A, not an R. Fake beard. Trump, cool, man. That's right. Look where I cannot feel or understand them. This guy is pretty entertaining. Sikh. What does that name mean? Sikh Utaz. I wonder if he's really another worldly being, an otherworldly being. Nothing fake about this, homegrown, baby. Look, we already going on 15 minutes, and I said I was only coming in for a minute. Or try to. Or try to what? I don't see what you last wrote, Doug. Yo quiero mucho. I don't know what that means, brother. You much like? You like much? No. I have an app that I've been practicing on. Because there is I want it a lot. They have a very Spanish population. But all of them look the same, man. Any thoughts? I don't know. I noticed the same thing, especially on YouTube, huh? Kind of got the same aesthetic going. I don't know. I know you quiero mucho. I don't know what that means, though. Nice. Well, I'll take it then. Gracias. I know that. Gracias, amigo. I like your videos. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I love you coming in. At least Democrats aren't crying on cameras. Yes, they have. Have you been on the internet? Yeah, there you go. Trolling me, huh? Didn't even give me a chance to look at that. Yes, they are. Go watch the clips of The View. Watch them old hags cackling about, at least they didn't storm the Capitol. Yeah. I don't think anybody stormed the Capitol. Yeah, it's like, I was talking to a dear friend of mine earlier, and it's like the whole world just breathed a sigh of relief. We're back under God's watchful eye. It seems like the evil has been lifted overnight. Hey, are you hairy? Yes. I trim, though. I trim everything. I couldn't imagine, Doug. I don't think we could have handled that. Trump can save America through Christ who strengthened him. Amen. Amen, Navajo. There's no way, I don't think we could have standed for, you talk about a insurrection. Like, could you even imagine her and that dude trying to run this country? The internet is the devil. I believe you. I believe you. This is hell. Quite possible. Maybe that's why I came. I'm an angel. I've changed the mind of thousands and thousands of my Navajo Nation people to vote Trump. Congratulations. Through Christ, anything is possible. Do you mass debate men? No, I do not. Hallelujah, man. I'm watching you from Kuwait. Assalam. Rashid. In about a year, I'm going to be making a trip to Dubai. Look at this guy. He's in Kuwait right now. He's everywhere at once. If you go back in time and talk to your younger self, what's the main thing you would say? I would say everything that you thought of as a kid is the truth. All the things you imagined, all the possibilities, all that determination and joy you had in your heart was real. Don't let people suppress it. Don't let people pile and speak nastiness and doubt and fear into your life and into your mind. Stick with that younger self. Your younger self knew what was going on, knew where you wanted to go, and knew you had what it took. It's only through our upbringing, our peer groups, through our home life, imposed beliefs on us that we didn't ask for from 0 to 7 years old. Children and babies are born pure, just the Spirit of God in them, the spirit of possibility and endless possibility. And it's through toxic relationships and toxic, dysfunctional family atmospheres and societal beliefs that are planted, telling us to be just one thing, going to public school, staying in this line, Don't touch that. Don't touch yourself. No, I'm just kidding. You shouldn't do that. All right, there I am. It's where we develop our core belief system, core value and belief system from 0 to 7 years old. We absorb things like a sponge. And then 0 to 7, your whole self-esteem, your self-image, your self-talk, your the way you speak to yourself and view the world, your worldview, your view on love and family, and is all formed from 0 to 7, and the rest of your life is spent reinforcing it. And so if I go back to my younger self, I would put myself right on my knee here and say, look, you had it right all along. Don't pay attention. Follow God, follow your heart. There's God in all of us, brother. And if you listen to everybody, people want to see you do well, just not better than them. But people want to take credit for you doing well. But there's also people that just want to see you fail. And that's just human nature. And I think the ascension is shedding all of the limiting self-beliefs and self-doubt and all these limited ideas of self, the self-image, that you're not good enough and you don't deserve, and it's all a lie. It's all self-imposed at some point. Now, you may not put it there, but there is a point where you need to own up and take responsibility for it, own it, and change it. But if I had that conversation with my younger self, that would be it. I'd spend more than 2 minutes explaining it, though, you know. And I would make sure I was protected. So now I look after myself as if I was that little boy. And that's what I do now. It's, what's up, kiddo? I can't call him kiddo no more, young man, my son. What would you change if you could go back in time? That's a tough one. Because there's so many great things and gifts, like my son who just entered the chat. I don't want any of that to change. I wouldn't want to screw with time, because I think I had to go through what I went through to be the man I am, to be able to help people the way I do. I had a very strange life. And I have a son that's going to surpass me by light years. Yes, Doug, we're going to add him in. We're going to add stuff in. This is just the beginning. This is just to create the group in the space and to get an accountability group going. We're going to add some stuff. So I don't know. I mean, there's some things. Look, I'm not one of these people who say, I don't regret anything. Maybe I have regrets. You better fucking believe I do. But I don't let it consume me, and I use them as lessons. And I pay attention to not repeat the same regrets over and over. And it took many years of, some deep inner work and some deep self-work to overcome a lot. So it's hard to say if I could go, what I would change. I mean, if I could just go back and cherry pick things without screwing with the outcome and having my son and where I am today, but I wouldn't want to mess with the ripple, you know what I mean? The way everything has fallen out. I'm grateful for my struggles. And this is why I'm here, to help men, help other men, and to guide. Everything led you to what you are today. Yes. I thank God every day for the things he's taken and the things he's given. And for the places I've been and the places I'm going. And how old were you when you started jiu-jitsu? Sorry if I misspelled. They spell it all kind of ways. They call it jiu-jitsu, jujitsu. There's all kind of spellings. But no, that's actually right. You could put it all into one word. You could space it. You can hyphenate it. I started when I was 44. 4 years ago. 43 or 44. 43. No. I don't remember. 40. It was 20, so 4 years. You look like a strong man. Thank you. I'm really a lean guy. I weigh 180 pounds. But thank you. I feel strong. I didn't work today, Robert. My truck crapped out on me. Are you Indian or black? I can't tell. I'm a honky. I'm actually French and English. And a little dash of Italiano from somewhere on my dad's side. Yeah, 2020, Sam. No, I'm a honky. Mr. Breast. I like that. I kept just reading that as Mr. Beast. I was like, hey, Mr. Beast in the chat. Do you know queso? The cheese? I love queso. If that's a name, that doesn't look familiar. No, I don't. Look at that, 11. 11 people and 11 likes. You enjoy watching? Oh, I love watching UFC. Love it. I like Bo Nickel. That dude's gonna dominate UFC. Mark my words. And I'll tell you who I do like. Duplessis, Dreykus. Is it bad? I eat my cat's poop on a daily basis. Depends what you're in the mood for, buddy. Who am I to judge? Steamed or fried? Good question, Hunter. Oh, I thought he was asking me. Stand up. What do you mean stand up? Who are you talking to, boy? You stand up. You gotta put some respect behind that. Please. MF Zine. UFC, who just fought? Chimnaev. What'd you eat today? I had 6 eggs. There you go. What did you want me to stand up for? You just fucking with me? I don't think he's too into it. I mean, he's watched it before. He's not real familiar. He's not a big TV watcher. I am 5 feet, 11 inches. Like genuinely, not like a 5'9" guy who says he's 5'11". I thought I was a little person. That's funny. Funny guy, huh? I knew you was gonna try to fuck with me or something. You ever eat quail eggs? Oh, dude, I just finished my jar of quail eggs. Here in Louisiana, we like pickled quail eggs. No, I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. Haha, no hate. Show us the Philly beef. I don't know what that is. I love quail eggs. I have jars and jars of the, it was sad seeing, yeah, he's getting old, man. What's your worst habit? What's your best habit? Ah, good. Worst habit is those nicotine pouches. Hi, Triple H. What up, Vanch? Nicotine pouches are my worst habit. My best habit? What about donkey bone? I don't know what any of that is. What's my best habit? I'll get it for you. Are you on YouTube if I said it sooner? Yeah, pretty new. Newish. I mean, I've been around, but I haven't, this is probably the most consistent I've been up in the brand, you know. Turtle Schloot. I don't know what that is either, brother. Anybody know what this guy means? I know he's, thank you, Mr. Zine, MF Zine. I think that's what it says. It sounds like some new age slang, youngsters. I don't know what any of that means. So it's just pickled quail eggs. It's got, you know, the vinegar, the pickling solution, garlic, jalapenos. They have other ones that are just plain pickled. I like the spicy. Look, it's making my mouth water thinking about them. Flog bone. The only person I can pronounce my name right, Zine. Oh, look at that. Can you break a door? I've broken down doors, yes. Yeah, the spice is good. And they're not even really that hot. They're just so pickly. Like, especially with the pickled jalapenos in it. And you can put the fresh ones and let them pickle in with the eggs. And, whew, man. I'll show you the jar. I got it right here. I just finished them off a little while ago. I swear, I ate the last one. Look at sriracha. Sriracha quail eggs. See that, Robert? Uniquely gourmet. Pickled sriracha quail eggs. These are made right here local, right around the little town here. What is your accent from? Louisiana. New Orleans, baby. New Orleans. Babe, you heard? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not, Night Killer. You knew it, huh? Where you from, Zine? Anybody in here from Louisiana? Besides my son? You have 28? 28 what? Guns? Arizona. I got a good buddy of mine lives in Arizona. Dallas, Texas. I was in Dallas last year. Oh, Mississippi, huh? Mexico City. I was on the phone with a friend of mine who lives in, it's that popular place in Mexico. I was on a video call with him earlier. Bama. Roll Tide. I want to eat some gumbo. I'll bet you do. I wouldn't mind a bowl myself. Rocky Point. Bark for me. Yeah, you better leave a super chat. $100 super chat and I'll bark. I'll bet you do, brother. That gumbo, I had a big pot, shit, last month. We got cold here for like 2 weeks. Now it's fucking hot again. I'll howl for 100. There you go. I got the Bengals game on. Looks like old Burrow's coming back. Making a run. Oh, all right, guys. I said I wasn't going long, and I'm on 35 fucking minutes. I used to be more into it until all this other shit went down. Can you fight Queso for $10 million? I'll fight anybody for $10 million. What does masculine mean to you? Not being sarcastic and rude. It means controlled aggression, driven, centered, problem solver, solution oriented, calm, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically stable and strong. And that's, that's the characteristics. Provide, protect, lead, master yourself, create. I mean, in one, no, that's what I'm saying. That's my belief. He asked the question, what does the masculine mean to you? It's be a father your children will look up to and aspire to be, and other men want to be, and that women want to bang. And be genuinely kind. Genuinely kind, not a nice person. Kind by choice. Well, thank you, because this is kind of what my channel is all about, Zine. Proud Masculine. And this is my 100 push-up challenge live stream. The SEMA has turned into a better live stream than the one I do on Wednesday nights. But that's my philosophy into, like, Trump is making America great again, and RFK is making America healthy again. I want to make men masculine again. My penis stank like greasy bacon bits. We'll wash that thing. It was a challenging day today, but it's good. I live for challenge. Amen, brother. Did I get the COVID shot? Fuck no. I don't know if that thing smells like bacon grease. You better use some CLR or something. Go a little stronger than Clorox. Some industrial strength. Let it soak. Do you play scary games? I don't think so. Like, are you talking about video games? I don't play video games at all. Yeah, just cut it off. Grow a new one. Robert, what kind of question is that? I got COVID. I caught it. They say it was. I mean, I don't know. It was like a cold, except I couldn't smell or taste anything. That lasted about a year, though. But I did not get that jab. Are you kidding me? No way. Look at all the stuff. France is trying to burn down Pfizer's headquarters right now. There's all kind of lawsuits coming up in Europe suing Pfizer and Moderna and all the distributors of this RNA thing. There ain't no way I would stick. No, I don't think so. I think we over that shit. I don't think anybody's falling for that fucking hoax again. Tell us a crazy fight story. Want to hear about the time I got knocked out on Bourbon Street? Those quail eggs, how do you egg them? I don't know. Or eat them. Just out the jar. You dig in there with a fork or with your fingers like that. If it's your own jar, nobody else has to go in it. They're delicious. I'm telling you, I'll eat that whole jar in one sitting. Those little things are so tasty little morsels. Thank you, Night Killer, but I would never assume that position. God is my leader. God is my voice. But thank you. I do love God. And God loves me. He loves everybody in this chat. All right, who? I'll tell you the quick version. We all mob up, all of my partners from my neighborhood, and he had his mom and dad were separated. His mom lived in one part of town, and his dad lived by us in our neighborhood where we were clicked up. And all the friends came with us, and we all went down to Bourbon Street, doing some delinquent stuff. Lick it up, smoking the devil's lettuce, and So we're walking down the street, and there's this famous strip club called Chris Owens. It's about in the middle of Bourbon, because Bourbon's just one street that's a strip. And they have one side is Canal Street, and the other side's Esplanade. But toward Esplanade is like the gay section. And then coming back closer, it gets more, party down. There's different little sections where you get a different vibe, but almost dead center is a place called Chris Owens. It's an old strip club, and it's a lady named Chris Owens. She's an institution here in New Orleans. And the dudes that tagged along with our group, me and a couple of my boys were standing out on the street because everybody walks in. They close the street down so there's no cars. So it's just people. People and booze and drugs and all kind of debauchery on Bourbon Street. And so we standing there hanging out, and I'm looking up on the sidewalk part by the entrance of Chris Owens, and apparently one of the dudes that my friend brought along from his other neighborhood was rapping with some dude's old lady. And so I saw the guy push him, and he had people scattered out in the crowd. We didn't even know what was going on at first. Me and my boys were just sitting there enjoying ourselves, having a good time, looking for some women to mess with. That's what you go there to pick up chicks. How are you, handsome fella? I'm doing good, Mr. Chung. So I see the guy push the other guy. Well, turns out it was a kickboxing team from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I saw a little something broke out. And me and my boy standing right next to each other. He wasn't much of a fighter. He was a little scary. And he was my boy, though. We grew up together. And he's like, what do we do? And they had this big old dude, probably, I don't know, 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", just a big dude, standing in front of us, but diagonal. And I'm thinking, there's no way if a brawl breaks out, I want this dude running around unattended. So the first thing I got to do is take this guy out. So, it starts going off. It kicks off over here. It starts cracking off. Boom. There they go. And my buddy looks at me and he's like, what do we do? And I grab the big guy, I spun him, and I go to crack him, and he just turns his head as I'm connecting, and I graze his cheek. And I kind of fell over a little bit, just threw a haymaker. And and he turns around, he looks at me, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to rumble. And he goes, why did you do that to me? I was like, oh, that's your ass. So I come up, pop, 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 with a combo. And I have two dudes come running over there, and we get him down. I don't like jumping people. Once I saw he was down, I started backing up. Well, here comes one of his boys from my right side here. And I'm just starting to turn around, and bang! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was sitting up in the street, looking around. I didn't know where I was. I got my bell rung. And I had this guy, picking me up by the shoulders underneath, my armpits, saying, come on, get up, get up. I'm like, oh, I'm stumbling. And this guy's, jumping in front of me, going, come on, motherfucker, come on. So I got to get my wits about me. And he comes running in, with his hand back like this, and I just deuced him. Pop, pop. Put him on the ground. Boom. Slumped him. And so then it starts breaking out, and I hear somebody say, help, help, help. We run over there. One of our friends of ours is getting stomped out on the ground. And this big dude we used to run with, Steve, had some Timbs on, and he goes to kick the guy off of our friend. Well, at the same time, our friend is getting up, and he winds up kicking him right in his ribs. Our friend, a little friendly fire. In the meantime, I can just feel my face just hurts. This dude got me square on the jaw. He couldn't have done a better job. And they wound up catching one fella trying to jump into a taxi because they all scattered after that, and the police started coming. And I don't even know what happened to that dude. He wasn't moving when we ran off, and that was it. I woke up the next morning like this, like I had a baseball in my mouth. I couldn't open my mouth for about a week. I think he broke my jaw, or at least fractured it. That hurt like a mug. Yeah, that was fun. You're welcome, brother. Glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, nobody fights anymore. I'm too old to fight now. I don't want to fight no more. It hurts. I don't heal up as fast. When you get hit now, it's not the same. It takes a couple days to shake that shit off. I can't even stub my toe. You pretty now, so no worries. Thank you, Zine. My girl tells me that. I don't know. I guess I'll just accept it as a compliment, huh? But yeah, that was a wild night. And guess what? I came home the next morning, I wake up, and I'm at a friend's house sleeping on the floor because we didn't quit partying after that. We just went and celebrated our victory on the home team win. And I wake up and I have you feel that in the morning, ain't as good as I want to. Yeah, that's right, that's right. But I'm as good once as I ever was. And I wake up and I have a 24 karat gold herringbone chain in my pocket. No idea how it got there. Or if they do, they back down. What's that, Billy the Kid? Oh, you right, no one squares up. Nah. I mean, look. And then you see, this is part of, I guess I did. I don't remember snatching it. I wasn't intentionally. Maybe I was intentionally. Maybe I just don't remember after I got knocked out. Reset my memory of the night. That dude got me, though. I'm telling you. I got him back, though. I pieced him up. I'm 5'11", Arian. We just went over that. So that's part of the masculine philosophy. You know, this is how men used to do. We used to have a rites of passage as men. They have pussified this nation and the men of this nation so much, especially the kids coming up in school, about toxic masculinity and making you ashamed for being a man, and you can't sit still in school, so they fill you full of poison, Adderall, and tell you you're a bad boy. This is what men do. We fight, we scratch our balls, we spit, we curse, we compete. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, what also I've noticed is everybody quick to shoot and stab. Yeah, right, pronouns. And you notice this generation of men raised by these single mothers are so emotionally unstable. They act like little girls, and they have tempers, and they're very emotional and very, so used to be a scrap. And I'll tell you, all the people I fought growing up turned out to be dear friends. Most of them. Some of them, they just needed to get a beating. But that's the way we bonded. We just, you know, you butted heads, and that was just the testosterone. You know, that's what men, we are territorial. You know, we're possessive. And, you know, we like to see what each other's made of. You know, it used to be men were in a tribe, and you had to be a competent man to be a part of that tribe, to protect and provide for the tribe, for the village. And you had to fight. Like, you had to know the battle. Like, if the hunting party went out and a saber-toothed tiger showed up, it was all hands on deck. Everybody's ready to die. And if you couldn't do that, if you took off running, you were what you call it? You were cast off from the tribe to go die. You were useless as a man. Well, that's where it comes from, Zine. This is where our primal nature comes from. Existential lovers, people have no mercy in this time of Christ. It used to be you could just fight with a dude and shake hands after. That's how it used to be. I remember that. This is where we get our hindbrain, our mammalian brain. The one when you hit puberty, like you want to fuck everything with a tail. And all you're thinking about is spreading your seed and conquering and taking over. Now they've filled little boys and men with medicine and made them docile and fed them estrogen, where you got these soy men, full of estrogen and hunched over shoulders and doughy faces and skinny fat frames. Cave bears, terror birds and shit. That's right. Well, and now we don't have these threats anymore. The world has become soft. And what they've learned is to control through manipulation now. Oh, thank you. Look at who with the big $4.99. My man. My first super chat of the live stream. Big who. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. So it used to be we had these threats, we have these dangers where people had to, you had to be tough, you had to have grit, you had to have courage, you couldn't back down. People got sick, you died all the time. Nobody lived. Now we have medicine for everything and everybody's protected and they have safe spaces for people who get their feelings hurt and shit. This world is populated with bitches. And you see these men who go crazy and shoot up schools. What? Mr. Zine with the big $49.99. My man. Get it, brother. I wish I had a way to highlight and keep that on there. Hitting it with the big 50. Right on, brother. And it used to be they had people who are you died from everything. You had everybody was in constant danger of the elements, of sickness. There was no medicine back then. So you had to really literally fight for your survival daily. And all the things that all of our instinctual traits that exist in us, our characteristics and masculinity and how women are and how children are, were all formed back in early human times. So it has, yes, this is my house. So that urge to protect, and what they do is, in modern society, what they've learned is the best way to get the men out of the picture is not to challenge them, because you challenge a man, what happens? Somebody challenges me with something, like I'm going after it. I'm like, oh, really, motherfucker? I can't, or I won't, or you telling me? And then it becomes a challenge. Then I want to do it. Then I'm going to prove you wrong. So what they do is use shame in all the language, toxic masculinity, misogyny, men are pigs, and girl power, and all this crap that they tell you to suppress your manhood, to make you ashamed of who you are. And they start when you're in elementary school. And they say, Billy, sit still, and why can't you be a good boy like Angie? Go on, Raju. So they shame you. So you grow up with this complex that there's something wrong with me. I got all this aggression. When I was a little boy, you got let out for after lunch and a half hour during school for recess. We'd take our shirts off and go play tackle the man with the ball. We'd have these pit fights. We used to play King of the Mountain on the climbing dome. Like, you climbing up, you're gonna get your face kicked in if you ain't careful. Getting kicked off the monkey bars and shit. But we went there, we were tired, and we would sit down, we were all sweaty and dirty, and people would get lice, and we were just funky ass little kids that had a great time. But we learned. Indian. I made a nice Indian friend down the street who owns a gas station. I quit school because of recess. I don't play. I like that, Robert. Hard motherfucker. So they've taken that out of men. They've taken that out of society. So they're telling you, you're a bad boy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to not do that. And no, dude, don't ever be ashamed of who you are. Embrace that shit. Internalize it. Look around. Look who the women are attracted to. The guys who wear the fucking douchey clothes, or the hipsters, the male feminists. I'll protect you, my queen. Who buy him flowers and write him poetry. Or the dude all tatted up. They ain't putting up with shit. Making his own rules. There's nothing wrong with that. Nowadays, I think the language is alpha male and all this. I mean, I don't really like getting into all that because, and it's just a container word that people use to, I think, if I say like alpha and beta, just so you get a better understanding of where I'm coming from. Not that I'm putting anybody in that class, because there's favorable traits from what an alpha male is defined as, and a beta male, and a sigma male, and all this stuff. And there's all these new terminologies going around. I don't know what the fuck all that is. I mean, look, hate to blame one side, but modern society and liberals are convincing children that changing your gender is acceptable, so do whatever feels good. It's wrecking society as we've known it for generations. John Floyd with the Big Ten, serving it up, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, and you're right, because it isn't just one side to blame. But I think this election proved what the majority of the people really feel about all that woke nonsense. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's child abuse. That's pure evil. That's evil in its purest form when you realize you can't get to the adults. So you go down to the innocent children. And then you start trying to harvest children for your evil. That's when you pay a big price. That's when the Lord's going to come strike down. And I think he's spoken through this past election as to where he stands and what's meant to be in society. All kids get confused. And it's a narrative they push in society. And kids are much more malleable, especially in these formidable years when you're growing up and you're questioning things, you see things, you're experiencing things, you start getting hormones, you're feeling different things. It's like, yeah, you're going to have some curiosities and some doubts, and especially if you're growing up in today's society where everywhere you look, you got, this trans stuff being shoved down your face. You got on TV, the evil guy it's always a man, and the woman's the hero, and the white guy's the bad guy, and the men are the evil, and the women are the heroes. Yeah. Well, they tried to do that, Robert. They tried to glorify being non-masculine, but people just not falling for it. Some people did. That's just the sheep. Look, I'm gonna tell you straight up, 80% of this world is sheep, it's followers. And you can even have a leader amongst the sheep. And, but anybody who blindly follows any narrative is just lost. That means they have no self-awareness, no connection to God, no connection to their higher selves. And it's, I bet if you got a headlock, you couldn't get out. I don't know, brother. I probably wouldn't let you get me in one. But anyway, so yeah. And that's what they're trying to shove down our throats. And you start them when they're young in a classroom and bring some disgusting man with tits in to read them books and expose themselves to these little kids. It's called grooming. That's called grooming children to set them up to be comfortable with that. I eat period blood on my toast. There you go, brother. Get some. A little devil diver, huh? Hard motherfucker right there. Don't mess with that guy. So, yeah, and I think people are really coming around, and, you know, that's what this movement's all about. Men being men again. You know, hold on, it's going to get dark for a second. Bear with me. Men want to be men again. You know, I encourage men. Have children, man. Plant your seed. Get your shit together in your 20s. Have a family. Spend your 20s making mistakes, dating, getting to know chicks, getting to know female nature, getting to know social dynamics. Learn about women. Learn about what it is to be a man. Challenge yourself through your 20s. Maybe in your later 20s, you meet a girl after you've dated a while and you understand women and how they work and you got your money right. You got a direction you're going in. You kind of have an idea of your purpose. It takes years you got time to make mistakes. You can fuck up in your 20s. You can lose it all and get it back. Have a family. There's no more rewarding position on this earth, no higher honor than to be a parent, serving God as a parent. And that's the number one thing that I'm grateful for every day. Well, they have, you know, look, I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-trans anything. I'm pro whatever the fuck you want to be. John Floyd hitting it with the big fives. Racking it in, brother. Thank you. Sodom and Gomorrah becoming reality. You know, I had this conversation the other night. But the disgusting Roman Empire fell eventually and Christianity rose. Things will get better. Amen, brother. I'm telling you, I woke up Wednesday morning on a different vibe. They had other countries having parades because Donald Trump got elected. You tell me that's not a great day in this country, for this world. The momentum shifted. You hear about the war in Iran's already? I mean, Hamas, who is it, already backing down? But look, don't force it down my throat. I don't want you talking to my kids. That's right, you could feel the energy in the air. Everybody was like walking on a cloud. They were like, finally, back to some normal shit. And look, you got RFK out there battling the corporations to get our food right again, to get all the chemicals and the drugs out of our food, get the medical care straightened out. Soviet. I don't read Greek. I don't know the Greek alphabet, dude. I know a Greek dude whose name was Max. So I'll try that, Max. Maxwell. You know, RFK's coming back in. He's coming for blood. The FDA, the DQ, all these departments that he's about to shut down and rearrange. And you're going to see, we're going to start encouraging each other again. That's my name, bro. I knew it. I knew it. I knowed it. Mr. Zine with that big $49.99 hitting hard with it. So, yeah, we are taking a turn, and this is what my channel's all about. This is my whole brand's all about. I have a son, if he's still in the chat. You're a father. What would you do if your son wanted nothing but to take you in a fight? He's in the chat. Ask him what happened. Me and him, we go to jiu-jitsu together. He can't take me yet. He's good, though. Oh, he's good. He's taller than me. He's athletic as a motherfucker. You winning all day. Yeah. Now he's talking shit in the chat. All right, see you Tuesday night. Oh, light work, huh? All right. All right, maybe we'll have to live stream the jiu-jitsu match, huh? Show them what light work looks like. What you think about that, Billy the Kid? Oh, definitely, Robert. We do Billy the Kid. Do the get yourself in a combat sport, brother. Work out. Mr. Zine hitting into another big 50. Hitting hard tonight. You're the fifth one. Now balk rough. There you go. You made a deal, brother. I got to keep it. Zine. Yeah, I did good tonight. Thank you so much, Zine. Seems like a good dude, too, in here participating. I like that. Good energy. Yeah, Robert, it's definitely, we do all, it's traditional jiu-jitsu, Japanese jiu-jitsu from the samurai. My name, please. Yeah, I said it. My name, please. So it's more than just grappling. It's stand up. It's, you know, it's a very interesting martial art. I hit a 155 today at the gym. Right on, brother. Roger that. I like that. Get it. On what? Oh, bench. That's what I thought. Get it, kid. You know what you do next time you go in? Would it be better to do boxing or jiu-jitsu? You can't lose with either one. You're gonna get dinged up in jiu-jitsu. Just be ready for that. But I mean, take your time. Find a more traditional place, I suggest. You're gonna get a hell of a workout. I don't know how old you are. Hey, what do you mean 155 is not? Maybe not for you. Dudes in here lifting. Why would you discourage that? Yeah, you should get back into it, brother. Kickbox. Every man should know how to protect himself and his family. Every man should know. Oh, bless you and your dad. Your good luck to him. He's dope. Thank you, brother. That's a very kind thing to say, young man. Been a pleasure having you in here. Crackhead. Got some crackheads in here. Tacos all day. I ate some tacos off a taco truck yesterday. Delicious. Ask Proudmasculine Jr. about that little Mexican taco truck in New Orleans. Ooh. Don't pay no mind to that shit, Billy the Kid. Bean burritos. Oh, stuff's in my nightmares. Don't listen to that. You in there working, brother. 155 is something. That's a good start. I'm not quite as seasoned as you, but I'm old. I love sparring stand-up, but jiu-jitsu looks interesting. Well, part of our jiu-jitsu, Japanese jiu-jitsu is off the tree of traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu, which is a fully encompassing martial arts. It consists of kicks, strikes, locks, throws, and grappling. It's made for the samurai battlefield if you lost your weapon or if you're being attacked by a weapon to subdue and then kill. So from Brazilian jiu-jitsu is actually from the tree of judo because they illegalized Japanese jiu-jitsu. They made it illegal after the feudal Japan samurai, the last clan, was banned. So, but they allowed judo back in for competition and for police. So it was actually a judoka he was actually a jiu-jitsu master who disguised himself as a judoka to go to England and as more of like a showcase seminar type thing to advertise and showcase this martial art. So what Brazilians have done, the Gracie family, who was one of his first students was Elio or Carlos Gracie. Or was it Elio? I don't remember, but you know, and with the judo, the appeal was you can take bigger opponents. A smaller guy with great technique can subdue larger opponents. And the Gracie who started it was a smaller, frail guy. And sure enough, this dude became a jiu-jitsu badass. And but they took like two components or one component of Japanese jiu-jitsu, which is the judo, and actually turned it into their own martial art, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, which is mainly grappling and locks. There's a lot more to jiu-jitsu than just on the ground and butt scooting and all that. And more traditional jiu-jitsu guys understand a little more about it. And just like karate used to be a very violent martial art in its origins in Japan and Korea, and even Chinese karate, it was not until it was Americanized that it became diluted, and then you got 10-year-old black belts and shit. People just use it to make money, and it becomes this designer sport. But jiu-jitsu was never meant to be a sport. It was meant to kill people. It was meant to survive and kill on a battlefield. Give me a one-on-one. A one-on-one what? What you want a one-on-one with, man? You better specify what you want one-on-one with. I don't swing that way. So, I mean, boxing, I've boxed too. Oh, hell yeah, I know who Green Day is. Oh, I don't fight. Of course I know Green Day. I bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. That was my jam back then. I still hear Green Day on the radio. I love it. Very catchy. Wasn't actually my genre at the time, but I never did turn it off, you know? I like what the guy did for music. Yeah, that's a cool song. Does nicotine enhance performance? Yes. I have a pouch in right now. You can't tell how enhanced I am. It's a nootropic. How much would it take to get you to try a flip? Ooh, I don't know. You might want to get Proudmasculine Jr. He can do a standing backflip like nothing. Proudmasculine Jr. can stick it standing flat-footed. I used to be able to with these. I haven't done a flip in years. I bet you I still could, though. I still got ups. Ask Proudmasculine Jr. He's right there, Proudmasculine Jr. with the wrench. He's an admin. Ask him who can kip the highest in jiu-jitsu. Who's got the ups? Who's got the air? Yeah, he can stick it like nothing. I haven't done a backflip in years. I mean, I guess I still could. Did a few at the gym today. Yeah, look, see? That's a great marker of, I can't make him do it. He's 21, and he's not at my house. Any recommendations for a cut cycle? Well, you can get some of that trend. Recommend cardio? Absolutely, but don't overdo it. You should do cardio for the benefits. And if any cardio you do is sprinting, do sprint and then do some long running, like run some 800s. Do you have time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? Curly fries all day. Would do it for you, brother, if I was there. He said he'd do it if he was here. We'll have to have him on one night and he can rip you one. It's going to cost you them. No free flips. Next time, then. I've been splitting firewood. Is that good cardio? Yeah, that's pretty good everything. That's like full body stuff. That's like cock strong, country boy strong. Yeah, that's a great song. Good, brother. Stay on point. Stay on your toes. Always ready, always alert. Zanshin. It's Japanese for aware. Stay aware. Yeah, I mean, firewood, that'll get you going. That ups your heart. Anything that elevates your heart rate is good cardio. I want to get back into running again now that my knee is healed. And Proudmasculine Jr. runs every night. That's right. Stay ready. You don't got to get ready. That's right. That's one thing I've slacked on lately big time is cardio. And the chills in jiu-jitsu. I'm good for about, I used to be able to grapple for about 6 minutes. Now I can only go about 2 minutes straight. I'm dying. That's not good. But I used to do a lot of high intensity training, a lot of kettlebell work, ball work, a lot of high intensity circuit training. Well, guys, it's getting late. And I still got 30 more push-ups. Fuck. I'm saying I got so caught up in the discussion. A great live tonight, man. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and participating. If you haven't yet, hit the like. And super chats, thank you, everybody. Zine coming in here with the big money. Everybody else who donated, thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you all for coming in. I couldn't do it without y'all. Thank you for listening, brother. Use it. Appreciate you too, brother. I'll be on again tomorrow night to do my push-ups again. I say this every night. I'm not going to be on here long, but this one just turned into an hour and something. I'm going to rip my last 30, so it's documented. Then I'm going to bed. Oh. Boom. All right, y'all, look, that's the Telegram. 100-100 challenge. Jump in. Sucks it's over. Got to go play some stupid-ass games. Go read a book. Join up. Get in that Telegram group. 100 ups, 100 days. Comment to something. Commit is what he meant to say. Peace.